Hello, it's Mr. Brown. This podcast is for the CNT140 class. The focus of this podcast is a quick overview of our bid spec project we're going to be working on all semester. First thing we want to take a look at is on D2L on the content page, there's a bid spec area, and in there's two files. These are also files we'll give you in class. One is an overview of the project, bid specification project. Let's take a quick look at that one. During the course of the semester, we have to pull together a bid specification. What this project is simulating is actually a process that occurs in industry where a customer asks local vendors, contractors to put equipment in their facility, so the local contractors will actually put a bid in to say, we would like to do it for you and it's going to cost us this much to do it. So we're going to simulate that process and pretend to cable a particular building with all the network cabling, faceplates, outlet jacks, that sort of thing necessary for their facility. So we're going to pull together a proposal to give to a potential customer to cable their building based on the criteria that they have. So this first document describes the overall project, what we're going to do, and the focus, I should say, the structure of the paper, that sort of thing, and a quick kind of walkthrough on how we're going to do the project. Well, as this semester goes, we're actually going to complete this together. So this overview is just kind of a overview of the project as well as a reference sheet for future. So you'll want to take a look at that. The other one is on the same page here. There's a bid spec rubric that we want to look at. Rubric is just another fancy name for grade sheet. This is going to describe how the project is going to be graded. So this shows all the pieces and parts that are necessary for the project, and it also gives you an idea of, I should say, you could also treat this as a checklist of these are all the pieces I need, so as you're pulling the project together, you can check it off so you know you have all the pieces. So that's another thing you want to look across. And again, as we go during the course of the semester, we'll be pulling all these pieces together. The last part of the semester, you'll assemble it and submit it. So those two things you want to look across. What I want to show you now is what one looks like when it's actually pulled together. So I'm going to switch gears here for a second. Let me pull up a submission from a previous semester just to give you an idea. This is what it looks like when it's pulled together. First thing, we always have a cover page on, followed by a table of contents. You have that in any proposal or any project that you do, indicating where things are. Next thing is we have a quick introduction as to what this proposal is for. It would indicate the customer, location, cost of the project, that sort of thing. We'll have a quick timeline of this is how long it's going to take us to put the project in. We're going to estimate this as best as we can, but we're going to simulate a little bit of project planning to get an idea how to do that. We always want to state any kind of assumptions. In real life, this would have all kinds of legal jargon, but we want to think of these are some things that we're assuming are being done in this plan. And then we'll dig into some of the details of the plan. So we'll have some maps to show this is the fiber runs in our building, this is the copper runs in our building, and so forth. We'll probably have some other maps to show where cable trays are going and that kind of jazz. And then we'll dig in and show some of the details of the plan. Where we're going to use this particular type of cable here. It's going to cost us this much. We're going to put closets here. The stuff in our closet is going to be this. And we'll go through and give some details, including some drawings of equipment in our closets to describe all the pieces and parts for our customer. This is where we need to put in the details of particular model numbers and that sort of thing. Here's another map showing cable trays in the building and some details on cable selection, cable tray selection. So the first part of our submission is our Word document that has all the description in, plus those maps and other pieces and parts. That's the first part of our submission. The other part is the spreadsheet that shows all the details. And in the spreadsheet we'll be building as the semester goes. One of the first pieces we do is our cable estimation that shows this is all the cable distances to all of our rooms and the amount of cable drops. And down here at the bottom is a grand total of how much cable we need. We then, on another tab on our spreadsheet, start compiling all the equipment we need for the project. This is the cable, this is the faceplate, this is the raceway, jacks, all that kind of good stuff. And then we ballpark an estimation on how much it's going to cost to cable this building. One other piece we have on our spreadsheet is also our patch panel layout. How are we going to organize our patch panels for our customer, showing cable labels and everything else. All right, so there's a real quick overview of the bid specification project. And the two major pieces you'll be submitting, the Word document and kind of the pieces and parts, and then the spreadsheet we'll be building as the semester goes and its pieces and parts and what it looks like. So as the semester goes, let me come back here, you'll want to refer back to the overview and the grade sheet, and as well as the semester goes on, there will be some note pages that turn on for you to help with how to do the different pieces and parts of the project. So there's a real quick overview of the bid specification project as well as a sample on what it looks like.